Alright, hey, it's Omega here. So this is what my project is for today. Probably half of it anyways. Um, so this is my Harbor Freight folding trailer, circa, I don't even remember when I bought this. 2000, probably like 2008 or something. Yeah, I've almost had this trailer for a decade now. And finally the deck, well, for some reason the rear deck on this trailer had rotted really fast. I mean, we had like a lot of rain this year, and that's probably to contribute to it. But like the front deck is actually not in bad shape. If you look at it, the front one is like all delaminated and everything, and the front one is still in okay shape. So I don't know what kind of wood I bought for the front. I had thought I'd bought a good wood for the back, but yeah, this is it. This is my Harbor Freight trailer, made in China type thing, constructed by Hades Omega. You know, it's constructed by Hades Omega. It's a little bit ghetto, but yeah, I put a lot. It's a real fun trailer. I mean, really, these Harbor Freight trailers are like the best value ever, man. I think I got this for like $300 or something. Probably less than $300 because I used the coupon. And I remember when I got it, the box was like huge, and like I had trouble getting it into my van. It was so heavy. But yeah, but this is one of those ones that you got to put together yourself, which is half the fun, you know. Honestly, I nowadays I don't have time to put a trailer together. I'd rather just have something put together professionally. but I have to say, man, this little trailer, it kicks some serious ass. I put many miles on this, guys. I probably put, I'd like to say, maybe I put like 20,000 miles on this trailer. See that this trailer has moved this bike, that quad. It's pretty much all my motorcycles I've moved with this trailer. This trailer survived a house fire not a couple years ago too. What happened? The rear deck got burned pretty bad, so I had to replace it. I replaced it with this one, and then this wood like just totally sucks. This wood has only lasted like a couple years, and then yeah, you can see like some of the paint is coming off, and it's rusting, and it looks burnt in some places. See, this is supposed to be red back here, but it's all black. But I also painted it black with Plasti Dip, and you can see that. And then I put some of that reflective tape on it. So I've done a couple mods. These aren't the original taillights. The original taillights got burned. They melted in the fire. Some of it, anyways. So those are some LED ones from Harbor Freight. It has bearing buddies, so like it's easy to lube the bearings, and you can put it in the water. But this is not a boat trailer though, so I think I'm on probably the second set of tires on this. And the tires are so cheap. It's like $30. This is the, let's see, I think this is the 8-inch tire. Yeah, these are the 8-inch tires, and looks like I may need to change this tire out. And they're, you know, they're $30 for the tire and the wheel. So I don't even bother changing the tire. I just buy the whole wheel. So I got so many of these wheels lying around. I got a spare one here. I got another spare one that I throw in the van. They're so small, you know, you can put the wheels everywhere. The greatest weakness of this trailer is, well, obviously it's not very rigid because it's a folding trailer, and is the bearings or the wheel size. Since it's an 8-inch wheel, the bearings have to spin much faster than like a 12-inch wheel. So but that's no big deal. In California, you're only supposed to drive 55, so it doesn't really matter. But I've driven this trailer outside of California, where everyone drives fast regardless of what's attached to their vehicle, and so yeah, I've done like 60, 65 in this. It's okay. You don't even, the trailer is so light, you don't even notice it's behind the vehicle unless you've got it fully loaded. And I have moved a lot of stuff. I've moved like a whole house with this trailer, and my van, which I don't have here today. But I move like an exercise machine. I move like washers and dryers and refrigerators, all sorts of stuff with this trailer. This trailer is uber handy. It's like a Swiss Army trailer. It's really not. It's not the most convenient trailer, but you know. And I had some ramps that go with it too. These are El Cheapo wooden deck, wooden deck or wooden plank ramps, and they work great. They have the little metal things at the end, and yeah, it's uber strong. I've never had a problem with these. They've held a lot of stuff, and you know, they've taken quite a beating. And oh, these are actually the sides for it that I made. But what I think I'm gonna wind up doing is I'm gonna attach like a 2x4 to the ramps, and then I'm gonna attach the ramps to the side of the trailer. That way I don't have to throw the ramps into the. I won't have to throw the ramps inside the van, and I can just keep them on the side of the trailer. Or yeah, but then it would make it harder to put the ramps in the van too. So I don't know. So yeah, so so what I'm doing today is I'm replacing the deck. I don't know how far I'm gonna get, but let's talk about some other little mods. So yeah, it's still got the tape and the plasti dip all over it. I'm using these to hold the stakes in. It's just a hole drilled in the wood, and then this goes through it. And there's a hitch pin and a clip in there. Actually, one of the problems with these trailers are that the fenders vibrate a lot on the road, and then it cracks the fender bracket. And I actually got a whole. I bought like five extra brackets just in case that happens. But what you can do is you can cut them, and then yeah, if you crack it down there, usually they crack down there where it mounts onto the frame. You can just drill extra holes in it, and it'll lower the fender a little bit. But yeah, but this is what I've done to kind of prevent that. I've added an extra attachment point here with this strapping plate here, and that keeps it from vibrating a lot. I haven't really have any problems with it so far, so it's pretty good. I don't fold it up too much. I heard there's a way you can fold this trailer up where, like, you know, you won't break your back or anything. But I just leave it unfolded now. Yeah, so I had the most I carried on this, I think, like with motor vehicles, is my KLX with the quad on the back, and it can carry it fine. It just, everything barely fits on there, but it'll do the trick. Yeah, and I've been all over with this trailer. Usually just moving my bikes around, or when I go dirt biking, or take my quad out. Yeah, just kind of just takes up some space nowadays. But I like this trailer, man. It's awesome. Like, do I wish I had like a nicer trailer sometimes? Yeah, I do. But you know what? If it gets the job done, it's good enough, right? And it's done it, and it's done it safely. So what I got going on today is I'm replacing the deck. This one is like in horrible shape, horrible shape. I'm hoping it'll stay together long enough for me to use it as a template to drill the new deck. So this here back here are the new decks. So this is supposed to be made. This is called Hydrotech, and they use this kind of wood. It's I think oh shit, this is regular. And I put some sand on it when I painted it. So there's I've put primer and a porch paint on it, and then I threw some sand on it, so it's got some, you know, it's got some grippy stuff to it. It didn't really turn out as good as now this one back here is the same material as the other one, and look, it's already delaminated. So whatever wood that I bought last time was not good. I didn't buy the right wood. No bueno. But I used a good paint on it. I found this paint at Walmart it was like a porch paint, and it already had like this anti-slip stuff on it. So it's like a little more consistent looking. Whereas this is like, it's not very consistent looking, but hey, it works. I'm sure you'll be glad that you had that when it rains, and then you trying to pull your motorcycle off it and your feet don't slip, right? And yeah, your tires don't slip too. So yeah, I didn't really do a good job on the edges here. It's like a lot of extra, but yeah. So there, hopefully that lasts another 10 years. But yeah, this is Hydratec laminated wood. I think they use like an epoxy to bond it or something, and it's like waterproof or water resistant or something. So hopefully, and I paid $150 for this deck. It's like half the cost of the trailer, so I think it's not worth it, kinda, if it doesn't last a long time. But we'll see. I don't know what wood I bought last time, the first time I put this deck together, but it held up really, really well. It's still on there and it looks better than the other one. The only reason I changed it was because it caught on fire. So yeah. And the wiring isn't so good on this guy. I keep on breaking the wiring. One thing. When I flip this up, I gotta remember to like slacken the wire. I don't really know how to do it, so like it'll automatically slacken the wire. I just have to remember, and then I was like, oh, I forgot. So yeah, this trailer, it's been through a lot, man. It's been through a house fire. I had to rebuild it, and I got it back on the road, and I moved the whole house with it, and I moved a bunch of houses with it. It is super handy to have. It just kind of takes up a lot of space, and it's a bitch to fold. If I were to do it again, I don't think I would have got the folding one. I would just get the solid trailer. But yeah, it's been a real good trailer. It's fun working on it, but you know, I don't have time to work on it anymore. But I'm trying to make time to finish some projects around. Plus, I can't go to like a racetrack or you know, go dirt biking if I don't have a trailer. You know, I need something to haul my bike over there. I don't have all dual sports, right? Or the quad, you know. The quad I can just stick in the van, but yeah. And plus, I'm planning to I was planning to do some track events, so that's why I need to get this trailer back up to snuff. The last thing I hauled on this trailer was my Impulse, way back there. And then it was falling apart on the way, bringing it back. I was like, oh my god, I'm driving a brand new motorcycle to home on my trailer that's falling apart right now. Like, you could see the paint was peeling off while it was driving, so it was horrible. But yeah, last year we got hit with a lot of rain, and that was a problem. I've never had a problem with the bearings. I never had to replace them yet. Yeah, so I guess it's because I keep they say if you keep the bearings greased all the time, you don't have to replace them. They last a lot longer, and that seems to be the case. I keep them greased up all the time. If I'm going to go on a big trip, I just grease it. It's not that hard, especially if you have the bearing buddies. Just take this out, stick the grease gun in there, and then you pump it full of grease until you see the spring move. So I can kind of see that maybe this needs some grease, because it's not in there all the way. I mean, it's not out all the way. I mean, there's some room for grease in there. So yeah, as long as you keep those bearings constantly greased when they need to be greased, these Harbor Freight trailers, they last forever. Yeah, so that's so anyway, what the rest of the stuff time to do today is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to wire brush some of this rust off, and I'm gonna get some paint, just like some spray paint or something, or some anti-rust paint, rust proofing paint, and then I'm gonna paint over that rust a little bit. My guess is well, this is the part that got burnt in the fire too, so that's probably why the paint's bad. But this thing retains water, man. I can still feel it. It's still really, you know, it's real moist still, kinda. And it's just past summer. Oh, actually, it rained recently too. Maybe that's probably why it's wet. Oh, funny. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna take some of this rust off. These are the fasteners. Oh boy. I'm gonna try to reuse these, but I gotta go take off all that rust and stuff. So I'm probably gonna wire brush all that stuff. So I don't know if I'm gonna get done with it today, but we'll try. But I just want to get rid of all the rust first, and then then I think we should be good to go. Man, this thing must be super light right now. Okay, not really. For some reason, the hinge was loose too. See that? So I'm gonna tighten that. I don't know how that got loose. Let's definitely go tighten that bad boy up. Don't want that coming loose. And yeah, it has trailer sides on the back here. I think I showed you right over here. Oh yeah, that's one of them. Those are the long ones, and then these are the back and the front right here. If you want it, it's handy if you're moving stuff. You can just strap it up to those sides. And actually, I have it has E-tracks here in the front and then in the back. And this time around, I'm not gonna use. I use like a fucking self-tapping screws to bolt it onto the deck, and then one of them just ripped off one time when I was hauling something else out. I think it was when I was moving that motorcycle back there, and one of them just ripped off. I was like, oh damn. So anyway, I have these eyelets to anchor. This one is like a grade 10 or something, or a really strong one right here, because I actually had one of them just bend while I was towing something. So these actually don't make very good tow things, and it acts like kind of a lever. But if you're going to strap something down not tow tight, they work okay. But that's what I've used. It's just don't stick them out too much, I guess. E-tracks work good too, but you got to bolt it down. You got to use a nut and a bolt instead of using a self-tapping screw like I did, like a dum-dum. And I also use these rings on the E-tracks. So those are that's my tie down system. So you can see here, these are the E-tracks, and I also have a chalk that I can remove if I want to easily. I can show you that later. Yeah, so there it is. That's a Hades Omega's Harbor Freight trailer. I'm trying to get it all up to snuff again. When it's all done, I'll do another video, and then you guys can see what it looks like, and we can start hauling. But yeah, I highly recommend these trailers if you're kind of a do-it-yourself person. Like I said, there's no other trailer that you can buy that comes to the value of this if if you're a pretty handy person. Also if if you're in the market for a trailer, people are always selling these trailers, these Harbor Freight trailers, and I've seen some pretty well put together ones. I'm always looking at them, and it's how creative can you be, to get it to do what you want to do. Like, some people don't even put a deck on it. Oh yeah. So here's a rail right here. So I use this to haul my dirt bike with the quad on it, because the trailer's not big enough for it to do both of them. So yeah, you can actually just attach one of these guys straight across here. So technically, you can probably strap 3 of those on here and put 3 bikes on here. You could probably haul 3 dirt bikes with this, but they'd have to be dirt bikes. You couldn't haul 3 of these. You can probably haul 2 of these, is what I'm thinking. That's a 450 pound-ish motorcycle. Yeah, that'd be the total capacity of this trailer. Actually, this is like a 900 pound trailer. I think the with the 12-inch wheels, it's like a 1,200 pound trailer or something. So if you need to carry some heavy stuff, you should get the one with the bigger wheels. One of the reasons I haven't upgraded the bigger wheels, I think you can just upgrade the wheels. I think they'll even fit on their Defender too. The reason I don't upgrade the wheels is because I like it low. If it's low, it's easy to load the motorcycle in. You see those people load their motorcycle until they're big old pickup truck. The deck is like like up here or something, right? Some of them are even bigger. Depends how, if you got like one of those big monster trucks, how are you gonna load a bike into that, man? That's a pain in the ass. Man, this is easy to load into here. You can pretty much just walk the bike up into there. You don't need to ride it or anything. You don't need a stool or anything. It's just easy, just like one step, boom. Yeah. So I have had some problems loading the bike sometimes. I have dropped my bike off of this trailer before, but it's my fault. All right, so there it is. Hopefully we can get her done. All right, here's my guy.